If you're planning to see tulips in the Netherlands, here's a spot you should check out. Hi friends, for today's travel diary, we're heading just outside Amsterdam to experience one of the most beautiful things you can see here during spring. It's one of those places you've probably seen online, but seeing it in real life, it just hits different. And today, I'll show you exactly what it's like, what to expect, how to get there, and if it's actually worth it. To get there, we didn't take the usual tourist bus. We took the train from Amsterdam Zuid to Leiden Central and then transferred going to Hillegom, which is where the Tulip barn is located. It was actually pretty easy to follow using the NS Reis Planner app. Everything is updated in real time so you won't really get lost, and I think this option is perfect if you want something a bit more flexible and also a little cheaper if you have NS cards with subscriptions. But if you prefer something more convenient, there are also direct buses from Amsterdam that take you straight to the Tulip field. Those are really popular for tourists, especially if you don't want to worry about transfers. So it really depends on your travel style, whether you want something easy and effortless or a little more independent. So we booked our entrance tickets online in advance, which I highly recommend, especially during peak season. This was interesting for me because the last time I came here, it was completely packed, like really crowded everywhere. So I was honestly expecting the same thing again, but this time it felt different. It wasn't overcrowded anymore and we actually had space to walk around comfortably. And I think the timing made a big difference. Going later in the afternoon gave us a more relaxed experience. We weren't rushing, we weren't squeezing through crowds. It just felt more peaceful. So if you're planning to visit, I actually recommend considering a later time slot, especially if you want to enjoy it more quietly and even stay until sunset. Because seeing the tulip fields during golden hour, it's honestly beautiful. Flowers like this just don't feel real sometimes. Everywhere you look, it's just colors, rows of tulips stretching across the field. And I loved how much we enjoyed every moment. It wasn't just about taking photos, it was just fun. Walking around, laughing, stopping every few steps just to look around, and my sister, she had so much fun in there. You could really see it in her. It's something she's always dreamed of, and finally being there, it felt special, like one of those little dreams that quietly come true. And I think that made the whole experience even better because it wasn't just about the place, it was about sharing it with someone who truly enjoyed it too. We just spent our time just walking around, exploring different corners of the tulip fields, and there were so many things happening around. I noticed there were couples doing prenup photo shoots, maternity shoots, professional photography sessions everywhere. Honestly, it was really beautiful to witness. It felt like the tulip fields weren't just a place to visit, but also a place where people were capturing important moments in their lives. And seeing that while being surrounded by all the flowers, it just adds something special to the experience. And of course, the flowers themselves are still the highlight. They're really, really beautiful. But just something to keep in mind, especially if it's your first time here, not all tulip fields are open to public. Some are private and meant for growing and selling flowers, so make sure you go to designated places where it's allowed to walk around. One thing I really like about the Tulip barn is that it's actually very visitor friendly. There's a snack bar inside where you can buy food and drinks like coffee, muffins, snacks, and other small bites. So if you get hungry while exploring, you don't really need to leave. You can just grab something quick, sit for a bit, and go back inside. So it's really flexible, especially if you plan to stay longer, where you can just go in and out anytime during your visit. And as the day slowly ended, the lights started to change. This is actually one of the reasons I recommend coming later in the day, because the tulips during golden hour feel completely different. It's softer, calmer, almost like everything slows down with you. This is actually my second time here, but somehow it still felt new, and I think that's what makes this place so special. It doesn't matter how many times you come back, it still feels like the first time, and maybe that's the beauty of it. Some places don't just stay the same, they make you feel something every single time. And honestly, I don't think this will be my last visit. I'll probably keep coming back again and again. So if you ever get a chance to see the tulips in the Netherlands, take it. Don't overthink it, just go, because some moments are meant to be experienced more than once. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye!